Episode 38, The Sacred Space Within. Welcome, dear listener, to The Invisible Power. I am the Zen Master, and today we step into the most paradoxical of spaces, emptiness. Not the emptiness of absence, but the fullness of space. The kind of emptiness that holds, heals, and reveals. This episode is about the leadership of emptiness. The power of not knowing. The wisdom of not filling. The grace of simply being. Yoga and the sacred space within. In yoga, emptiness is not a void to be feared. It is a return to source. In the stillness of savasana, we meet the self without striving. In the pause between breaths, kamhaka, we touch the infinite. The Yoga Sutras of Patanjali speak of chitvritti nirodha, the quieting of the fluctuations of the mind. Not by force, but by presence. By allowing the mind to settle like sediment in a clear lake. This is emptiness as clarity. Not blankness, but transparency. Not numbness, but receptivity. Qigong and the emptiness that breathes. In Qigong, emptiness is not the absence of qi, it is its origin. The Tao is born from the void. And from that void, all things arise. Try this practice, breath into space. Sit or lie down. Inhale slowly through the nose. As you exhale, imagine your body softening into the space around you. With each breath, feel the boundaries dissolve. Let your awareness expand, not to grasp, but to receive. This is the leadership of emptiness. You don't fill the room. You become the room. Emptiness in management and everyday leadership. If you're a manager, emptiness is not about doing less. It's about holding more. More silence in meetings. More space for others to speak. More room for ideas to emerge, rather than be imposed. And if you're not yet a manager, emptiness is how you begin to lead. You don't need to dominate the conversation. You just need to listen deeply. To pause before responding. To leave space for others to unfold. Invisible power lives here. In the pause. In the breath. In the willingness to not rush to fill the silence. Laozi in the usefulness of emptiness. Laozi reminds us. We mold clay into a pot, but it is the emptiness inside that makes it useful. This is the Tao of leadership. You are not the clay. You are the space it holds. When you stop trying to prove, to push, to perform, you become a vessel. And in that vessel, others find room to grow. A practice for the week. Here's something to try. In your next conversation, practice Shunyata, the yogic concept of spacious awareness. Before speaking, pause. Before solving, breathe. Before reacting, soften. Let your presence be like an open sky. Let your leadership be like a bowl, shaped by what it does not contain. And notice what arises in the space you hold. What wisdom emerges when you stop trying to be wise. Closing reflections plus teaser for episode 39. Emptiness is not the absence of power. It is the condition for power to emerge. It is the invisible force that makes room for truth, trust, and transformation. Thank you for joining me in this quiet exploration. If this episode resonated, share it with someone who leads with presence. Someone who knows that silence is not a gap, it's a gift. And next time, in episode 39, we'll explore the spiral path. We'll ask, why do we revisit the same lessons again and again? How can growth be non-linear and still wise? And how can spiraling back become a deeper form of moving forward? Until then, keep walking gently. Keep pushing wisely. And remember, the most powerful leaders are not full of answers. They are full of space. This was The Invisible Power, episode 38. Be well.